DSTV, Television Reloaded.
Good morning and thank you for staying connected on this program, Issues and Answers. I'm Josephine Eimihi. On Issues and Answers, a current affairs program, we discuss on trending issues that are making news, and in profile solutions and recommendations to ensure that we have a better society. All right, this morning we'll be looking at the National HIV Testing Day. Do you know your status right now? Yes, because most of us are still afraid to know whether we are HIV positive or negative. All right, a lot of sensitization is going on, but how much are people aware? So this morning we'll be looking at the National HIV Testing Day, and there are some persons that will be talking to us on the importance of that day and the importance for you to know your status, because health is wealth. So this morning we have the initiative, IRECA, the Initiative for Health and Community Development resource person, Mrs. Roslyn Otiase, aka IRECA.
Good morning, viewers at home.
All right, you're welcome. And we have a prevention officer from the Edo State Agency for the Control of AIDS, Edo Saka, Mr. Ikmomusa Idadbonyi. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, National HIV Testing Day. Madam IRECA,
yes,
what is the day all about, and what day do we celebrate this day?
It depends on anyhow the day it fall in the week. Like this week, this month now, 27th of June is on Sunday. National HIV Testing Day is a day set aside to create the awareness that people should come out and know their status. Just go there. Although what we are passing through now, HIV is a pandemic that people are saying now, even before then, it is all over the world. But since 1995, 27th of June has been set aside where we mark it to create that awareness, to tell people to come out. Because you cannot just sit down and say you'll be hearing of HIV, you'll be hearing of HIV, and you don't know your status. So the good thing about it is that day, including every other day, they do it everywhere in Nigeria here. The government has appointed some area where you can do it. So on the 27th of June, every year, it's a National HIV Testing Day. So for this year now, it's going to be on Sunday. So everybody, we are all free all through the day. After your church service, you can go and know your status, because you don't have to do it once and say I've done it. You don't do HIV status once. You do it twice, at least twice a year. So is that day we remind people, we talk more. Throughout this week now, we've been talking about HIV testing.
Okay, apart from testing, what other thing do people do in concerning this HIV testing day?
Like that, on Friday now, we've started this since on Monday. On Friday now, we'll be going to mosque. We sensitize that area. Tell the Muslim, tell those around. We will even mount a testing site there. Share flyers to educate people more on HIV.
Okay. All right.
That's on Friday. And we are going to have walk show. We walk around some areas in Edo State here.
Talking about the mosque, what about churches, traditional places? Do you people still go? Mm-hmm. And what about what area can they go for tests? Do they go to hospitals, or you have different places you put the testing centers?
As for testing, all sites, all health facilities in Edo State here, not only in Edo State, in Nigeria, we see where you can go. You can go to LPAC, they carry out a HIV test.
Okay.
Some we NGOs, my office, if you phone me, I have trained medical personnel that are there to do it for you, provided you just say, but if for specialists, UBTH, Stella Basanjo, and all other facilities, okay, you can go there, do your HIV test. It's free of charge.
Mr. Adagbonyi, what is the state government doing? You are from Edo Osaka. What is the state government doing concerning that day? What event do you have for that day?
Well, thank you so much. Every June 27th, we used to mark the National HIV Testing Day. It all started in 1995 when it was first observed. This year, the theme for this year's National HIV Testing Day is "My Way, My Test, My Way," and we have aligned activities to mark the day so as to make it memorable. On the 25th of June, on Friday, we'll carry out sensitization in Zone 5 mosque. Within that area, we'll carry out sensitization, and our team of testers will also be there to carry out testing services, and the testing services is free. Then we also have we will also go to Central Mosque, the Lagos Street Mosque at Ring Road there. We also do the same thing. Then on Saturday we have also designated 10 testing centers across the city. We also carry out sensitization. It will be a work show to sensitize the people, to create awareness, to tell them the need for testing, the need for you to know your status. Knowing your status is the gateway to treatment plan, care and support. Then on Sunday, which is the grand finale, we have also two churches. We will also be in two churches. Faith Church at Upper Adesuwa, Faith Arena at Upper Adesuwa, and
that is Church of God Mission.
Yes, Church of God Mission. Then Central Baptist Church at Ring Road there.
Okay.
So there too, we also carry out sensitization to sensitize the people. Then we also carry out HTS services, which is HIV testing services. So we expect the populace to avail themselves of the opportunity to know their status, because a problem known is a problem half solved. So I'm encouraging our people to come out to get tested. Testing, HIV testing day is not the only day. It's not the only day one can get tested. There are also we do this testing on a daily basis in all government hospitals, be it PHC, general hospitals, central hospitals. You can go there, and UBT, you can go there and get tested, and the test is free of charge. The drugs too is equally free of charge.
Okay, we'll get to the drug. Concerning that, you said there are some like 10 designated places for the test. Is it the same thing with the hospitals, or you are putting on the different testing centers?
Yes, we have a team of testers where we will put in different strategic locations within Benin City.
What are the locations? Can you mention it so that people will know?
Two centers at Ring Road.
Okay.
We have at
there will be two centers at the Ring Road.
Yes, two centers at the Ring Road. We have at New Benin, Aziz.
Okay.
We also have at Tech Junction, then Three House in Upper Sakomba, then Ramat Park.
Can those places be enough to do the test? If you like, for instance, you have just one at Upper, a lot of persons sleep there, or you're planning for more centers.
No, if like that of Upper, we might have we call it a center. Maybe we have about 3 designated.
Okay. All right. Let me come to Madam Ireka. A lot of persons are still afraid to go for their test. They will tell you that if you don't go, you'll be healthy. But the moment you go and they will tell you that you have HIV, the sickness will the ailment will start disturbing you. How true is this?
Why it is so is that we all know that HIV is, like I always say, is friendly. Unlike COVID. If you have COVID, nobody will tell you. They will lock you inside. Is it not? But HIV, when it is there, it gets into the body, it's body friendly, but it's destroying all the immune system, all the cells is destroyed. You will be very healthy. You jump here and there, but it's destroying. So little things will now happen that will make, we saw this person yesterday. I think he was healthy, she was healthy. If there is nothing as good as knowing your status, in case, because if you don't know your status, and there's no way you can know your HIV status without testing, it's only you going for the test, they will tell you you are positive. And once you are positive is HIV. One being positive is not a death sentence. That enables you to start taking your drugs. And thank God, the drugs, they are all free. Once you start taking your drug, and it does not disturb you from doing whatever you want to do. Like this time around, we've got to the stage that even husband and wife will be positive. They will give birth to a child that is negative. But if you are positive and your husband does not know, also this time around we have more challenges. Some people will be positive. We ask them, you are married? I say yes. But is your husband, is the new man aware that you are positive? He'll be looking at me. Some will even like to say, after all, somebody give it to me. So I will give it to others. I don't think HIV is something where, if you really know the mode of how it spread, you don't have to be ashamed of it. Go and know your HIV status. It's the right thing for you to do because of your health. And it can save you in more things. If your children, you are positive and you don't know you are positive, maybe the children they themselves are not positive. If you are positive and the children are not positive, you know how to hold your way for them. But if you are positive and you are pregnant and you don't know you are positive, you end up having challenges, maybe on the day of birth, or as you have the child start having one issue or the other. Then when you say, go and do the test, they say it's positive. Then father will look at mother will look at father. But if you are positive, and you cannot know you are positive until you do the test. There is no magic about that. Doctor cannot just look at you and say, you are positive. So on that day, or what we are all reminding people, especially as we are here now, go and know your HIV status.
And it's free of charge.
And it is free of charge.
All right.
Even the drugs, as my SACA man say, on behalf of my SACA and my CISA coordinator, the message is very clear. HIV test is free, and the drugs, they are all free.
Okay, let's go a bit deeper. How can one contract this HIV? I know you've been on this business for some time. You're almost like a doctor on this. So how can one get infected with HIV?
As it was before. See the number one, you can get infected. Do I say the baby in the womb can get infected from mother to child? That is why the doctors are saying, pregnant women, once you are pregnant, just go to the hospital. Don't go to, you can take, I'm not against all of that is so, but you can go to specialists, UBTH, all federal, all government hospital, let them do the test for you. And if you test positive, they start taking care of you right from inside. You can see now that the unborn child will benefit from it. Okay. Then, open wound, sharing broken, infected with sharp objects. And this sex, once we have unprotected sex, there is no way you cannot have it. Once you have too many, maybe 1, 2, or 3 partners that you do it with, there is another way. And blood transfusion. That is why we don't have to go to anyhow. We have blood bank in Nigeria. We have blood bank in Edo State. Specialists, they have blood bank. Even when I go to specialist hospital to support some people, at times some people will tell me, Mama, please buy blood for me. I will go there. But going anyhow, asking anyhow people to come and donate blood for you without that test, no matter the beauty of that person, you don't know whether that person may not like to harm you. but because he or she does not know her HIV status. And one thing I would like to tell people today is that HIV, know your HIV status, doing the test today and you test negative, that is negative, you don't have it, it's not a vaccine. You must do it twice a year if you know you are in the risky zone.
Okay. All right. So what, Sak, let me come to Edo Saka. So what is your agency doing about sensitization and advocacy? She spoke about how can some persons get infested with the HIV. What is the state government doing to ensure that people do not get infected with this disease?
Yes, the key issue, like you rightly said, is sensitization. We will continue to enlighten the people, to sensitize them to go and carry out their tests to know their status. Because it is only when you know your status you can get treatment plan, care, and the necessary support. So we are also collaborating with stakeholders, the CISAN network of people living with HIV/AIDS, to ensure that people get this necessary, to increase this necessary awareness. Then on jingles too, we are also coming out with plans to carry out television and radio jingles to raise the sensitization. And May this year we also had this international candlelight memorial that was celebrated. That's already celebrated every third Sunday of May. We did that one last month, and in December too, the National HIV Day. We also carried out with a lot of a 1 week long activity.
Mr. Adagbonyi, we are not saying your jingles, and this day is just 27 concerning the sensitization. We are not saying the jingles, we are not hearing anything, if not for this, or is this just a part of the sensitization you are going to do for this program?
Yeah, this is part of the sensitization.
Okay. All right, let me leave you talking about sensitization. You have to, Madam Reka, you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yes, please.
There should be like kind of advocacy, sensitization concerning this thing. People should be aware because some persons are just carried away with COVID-19 and they don't know that HIV is still
there.
very
It's still there
with us. Okay. And in those days, you wear condom. Do people even still buy that again?
That is why, like, as I was talking now, I reminded people again that one of the ways you cannot share it, even if you have to do it outside, condomize. The condom is still there. Even last month, before the day of International Candlelight, that is the day we remember those of them that we light candle for those of them that passed away. Before that activity, the executive director of SACA and the coordinator of CISAN, they called us. They gave me my own portion of condom. Ireka, this is your own portion. You are going to share it, like as I always do. I share the condom, and there is no other way you can prevent it. You can abstain. It's okay, but that condom, you condomize. But sometimes some people will say, no, I don't use condom. I don't use condom. You can even use condom for dual purpose. Not only prevention of HIV or other STI, sexually transmitted infection. There are other things. You can even use condom to space your children. And my baby is too young. I don't. But my husband will say, I cannot go out. I say, okay, use condom. And not only that, we have male condom and we have female condom. At times when I'm talking in my office, some people will be laughing. It's very interesting. Maybe my husband, the man will say, okay, let me fix it. The man can support the woman to fix it. And by then, the man gets a rose.
Okay. All right. Okay, do you people like Edo Seka, do you go to schools? Because most of the secondary school, you see a lot of persons, they're already sexually active.
Yes.
Motor parks, to give them this condom. According to Madam Erika, you condomize. Do Edo Saka go with this kind of plans? Mr. Dagbonyi?
Yes, we do. We do. Just recently, we had a meeting with Subeb on how to ensure that primary school children all these HIV preventive activities are put in their curriculum.
Okay.
So we are already working in that direction, and very soon it will be finalized.
All right, Madam Ireka. All right, I don't want to go for my text, for instance. I'm still very afraid. I'm afraid of the stigmatization. I'm afraid that, okay, when I go now, I'm very, very heady now. Maybe I go and they tell me one thing, before you know the person basically. Can you remind us some of the symptoms that you get? And apart from that, can you do home testing? Talking about going for centers, can you get some of the testing facilities and just do for yourself? What are the symptoms, first of all?
Like when we talk about the symptoms, remember I told you, as I always say, that HIV is body friendly. By the time you start getting the symptom, I'm sorry, you are crossing the border. So what's the border? You are crossing to AIDS. And once you start getting the symptom, like some years ago, I went to the hospital. A woman told me, "Madam, I just discovered, say I get. They tell me now, say I get now cancer carry me come." Now, because you know, like all our government facilities now, when you are admitted, before they admit you finally. If they will admit you, they will carry out all tests, including HIV. It was then they told this woman, madam, you are also, not only the cancer you are coming here with now, you have HIV. So you can see that when we say symptom, these are the things, it breaks your body easier, quicker when you have. And by the time they start telling you, somebody having malaria, start treating the person self with, if you are treating yourself one sickness or the other, today I have headache. As I always say, tablet is not big granite. I have headache, you take tablet. Tomorrow, after 2 days, there is no way. Sometimes they will say they get rashes. Sometimes they will say, although it's not only HIV, that all different sicknesses, different diseases can bring out different symptoms, which may be related from one to another. That of testing you talked about, it depends on individual. Some will like to say, I don't want people to see me, but I will advise you. If you know everything about HIV, there's no need for you to start saying, do it the government way. But some will say, I want to do it my way, my test. I want to do it. That is, there is self-testing now. There is self-testing now, which you can just do it in your house. But is it really good? Because even if you come to hospital, you do it, they can still tell you and you doubt it, you can still ask for reconfirmation. Okay. So it depends on how you really want to do it, but going to where the government wants you to go, I think that's the best way. Okay. That's going to government health facility.
There's a provision for, you can go to the pharmacy and get the self-testing.
This is the challenges, although some of the pharmacy owners, they always say, once there was a day I went to a place to buy drug. I saw somebody was telling me, Grandma, this is the place they sell it. I asked them, hey, please, do you sell antiretroviral drug for HIV? He said, no, they are not supposed. I said, that's very good. They are not supposed to sell it outside. And this self-testing now makes some people to say, I will go. You know that when you test positive in government approved hospital, they hand over you to the doctor. The next day is the doctor that will tell you the class you belong to, the grade, that is the HIV, the type of, they must do all this before they will place you on drug. You cannot just do that, say, I've done my self-testing, I will just go there and buy the drug. You don't supposed to. The drug is not supposed to be given out anyhow. No matter how rich, is it only the doctor that can tell you this is the type of one you will take. Sometimes if you go to some hospital now, you will see that the drug they give to maybe may be different from the drug they give to catering, because maybe you are just coming in, maybe you'll be in, maybe you just. So I don't think going to the pharmacy to buy HIV drugs, I am against it.
All right, let me come to Mr. Adagbonyi, the prevention officer, Edo State Agency for the Control of AIDS. Do we have the statistics right now? And if we have, is the number increasing or decreasing, going with your sensitization plans?
Yes, I think the number is decreasing because
what is the statistics? What do we have?
According to NICE's report, which is the largest that was conducted in Nigeria, Edo State prevalence rate is now 1.9.
1.9.
So
wow.
I believe with time, with continuous sensitization.
Is that much or is okay, Madam Ireka?
You know that nice issue. I was a community mobilizer. I walk round the clock. Remember, I'm a member of I work under the instruction of Saka. I work under the instruction of Caesar. So that night, we were part of it. We did it round. You know, this sample. Maybe they will come back and finalize. And with the rate of this lockdown 2020, last year lockdown, many issues came up.
Okay, 1.9 is it okay?
So far it's okay. That is if we are getting the actual rate.
All right,
1.9 is okay.
As at now in Edo State, compared to what we have, what do we have before? If you can.
Before NICE report, I think it was 4.3.
4.3. Yes.
That means due to treatment and sensitization is
creating awareness, people knowing their status. Wow. Knowing that HIV doesn't kill, people going to collect their drugs, knowing their status and going for the drugs.
Okay, that's kudos to our state government. They are doing, and kudos to the people trying to do things to prevent them. Let's go to the drugs. Do we have the drugs available, the antiretroviral drugs? Apart from the drugs, I believe they have supplements too that they take so that it can build their immune system. Mr. Adagbonyi, do we have the drugs right now?
Yes, the drugs are available. In all the government facilities, the drugs are the antiretroviral drugs.
Okay, that means they can easily access it.
They can easily access it.
Because some persons complain one time that they cannot have access to these drugs. But you're telling us right now that if they go to any of these health facilities, they will get access to it.
They will get access to it.
Okay, let's go to the supplement. Do we have the supplements?
The supplement? Well, I think, yes, there is supplement. The government is also supporting the supplement.
All right.
The state government, in collaboration with the implementing partners, they are also supporting.
Madam Ireka,
yes,
apart from the supplement, is there anything government can do? Because I know that most economic challenges globally due to the COVID-19, so most countries, and most of these drugs we get from other donors. Do we need more, or what we have right now concerning the supplement is enough, or there's anything the government can do to ensure that we have enough to go around for these people?
So far, so good. What the government is doing, what the state government is doing as regards HIV, I think is doing something good. They give them supplements. But remember the drugs, like when the COVID-19, when the breakdown, you know, COVID-19 was blowing in 2019. You remember? 2019, it was blowing, we are hearing it. Then at 2020, January, February, some people are coming to tell me, Mommy, they want to have lockdown. No, I said, no. I called some doctors. They told me everything about their drugs, specialist hospital, UBTH, all government facility, they will not lock down. So everything about their drugs, they are available. Okay. But that of supplement we are saying, although some people, I remember a one-time coordinator called me and told me, Ireka, I know you are so concerned about our health challenges, but let me tell you one thing about this, whatever you get, OS is not a denier, that is out of stock. Maybe because what I'm saying now, maybe people listening to me now, they can say, Mami Ireka, we don't they talk like before, we don't, no. If the supplement is not available as of today now, you people were taking it before, it was very, very much available. But now, it may be out of stock. And as I speak now, doctors, others are hearing me. If it is not possible, it will come up again. Because out of stock is not a deny, it's not a refusal. It may be out, not yet available, but the government is doing everything possible. Remember when he came in, he said he's going to make health issue, he's going to bring it closer to people for everyone to access, no matter who you are, no matter your status. Even if you are not once you are in Edo State, the health things for everybody will go round.
Okay, I just believe that the health practitioners, they know what to do even when the supplements are not available. Mm-hmm. They can localize on what the people can do before they get the other supply.
We can eat vegetable if we cannot even get the supplement yet. Plenty of vegetable. I know, but fish is still there now. We can eat fruit. I know fruit is still there now. Crayfish, so we can make something, but some going out of not taking your eating well. First thing, you eat well, because according to people, they tell me the drug demands eating. That is the truth. So if there is any way, I do go out to beg for palliative. If there is any way the government, all those that are concerned can still help. All those in better position can still help Saka, help Caesar, so that they can get food, this palliative. I'm told that even some palliative, they are all supplements. You can help Saka with palliative of a supplement. You can call Caesar, because once you are involved with Saka, Caesar will come in, so that this thing will get to them. Because the fact about the drug, all these antiretrovirals, according to people, they say it demands food
and eating the right food. That is where supplement comes in. And
let me beg people, please, if there is any way, don't go out of your drug. Take your drug. If any food you can eat, take your drug.
Okay. All right. Talking about the National HIV Testing Day, which comes up on the 27th of this month, and the theme is "My Text, My Way." Yes. Okay. You right on this program, we're advising people to go for their test to know their status. Let's look about the stigmatization. Okay, I want to go now. I've been texted, but have we gotten to that part in this country that those that have this disease are not stigmatized, even within their family, in their place of work? And if they are, what is the government doing? I'm coming to you later, but let's talk about the stigmatization, Madam Erica.
This stigmatization, this is one of the things that makes me to come on board. When I came in, the first thing when I just look around, I just pick up. So let me start with this HIV. I know of a lady here, while others were running out, she raised up her head above her shoulder. When you are positive, does it cut your hand? No. Face your life. Do whatever you are doing. You are positive does not mean if you are owing people, you will not pay. You are positive does not mean if you are a tenant, you will not pay for your house rent. So if you stigmatize yourself, because many people have that thing of stigmatizing themselves, not even before they stigmatize you. What I tell people, don't allow your family to tell you are positive. In order to cancel stigmatization, Peggy, are you hearing me? In order to cancel stigmatization, you dare go to the hospital and know your status. Go to the health facility.
Let me correct it. I'm just not
okay. Yes, I can say Peggy too.
All right.
So once you go there and you don't need somebody. But what I noticed since this COVID-19 breakdown, this locking since 2020 last year, I even reported the issue to Madam Saka, that is the executive director, and our coordinator Saliu. I said, why is it now that children 12, they are even coming out being tested positive? At times I go to some facility, I said, you mean this is a child? I said, yes, it's positive. Wow. This is a child. Yes, she's positive. So by the time, if the children, they are all innocent. Maybe he has got it one way or the other, or through blood transfusion, or from mother to child. Some children can just be there. I know of a home. I do go to that home. I do see the boy. The mother passed away. The mother, it was HIV/AIDS that killed the mother. So the boy was already infected before he was born. Do you know that this boy is learning work now? Mechanic. The family could not allow this boy to near them. The family could not allow this boy to remain in their compound. Then one of the Catholic home took this boy in. And the boy is an adult now. But this time, because of this breakdown, this lockdown last year, many issues come up. And I'm very sure by the next thing we take the statistic of those, it will go up because many things happen.
Mr. Dagbonyi, talking about stigmatization, what is the state government doing concerning that?
Stigma and discrimination in the area of HIV, I think the Edo State government has done far better. The Edo State government has passed a bill on stigma and discrimination. So the bill has been passed and is being operationalized. And I advise our people, if you are stigmatized, you can come to Edo State SACA office at Block D, back of a palm house, or the Ministry of Health, same block, or any other government agencies that is related to health. They will take it up from there.
Okay, all right. Madam Ireka, can they get married? Because some persons now, when they've been texted and they find out that they are positive, some people will say, oh, I don't want to pass it to somebody, let me just stay on my own, let me just bear my cross. Can they have a love life? Can they have a relationship?
Yes.
All right, say something on that.
You see, this positive, as the issue of positive and matching, some are really willing to get married. They will just call me, Mami Reka. Even all the support group, we have many support group here in Edo State. And when you talk, even I have the coordinator of Edo State, HIV group is there to help. Many of the women there, the leaders, or most of the coordinators, just talk to them. Because the idea of, I know of a lady who have been positive. We've tried to bring her up, which is getting better now. But the other day, I called her, I said, my dear, please, I can see you are very beautiful. I thank God. You really found me. Say, Mama Reka, you are the one that saved me. I say, thank God. You are okay now. Please, if you are ready to get involved, because as a young lady, you cannot stay like that. If you are ready to be involved, let me know, so that I will ask you to meet so and so. I can ask you to go to Faith Mediplex. There is a support group there. There is a support group in specialists. You can even see the coordinator. He will do it for you. He said, no, Mama, I'm not ready for that yet. I want to look for business. I say, okay, you are doing business. But after some time, she came to me and said, Mama, I want to, the man I'm staying with want me to move away from the. I said, you mean you are staying with a man already? Is the man aware that you are positive? She was just looking at me. So what we are still saying is still boiled down to men, women, before you have it with anybody, go for test. I don't want you to be on the other side of it, so that if you don't know your status, or you cannot say because I'm friending this beautiful lady, she cannot be positive. No. So do it deliberately, and that is what is trending now. They are positive, they just follow the man. The man will not even have time to ask again, say, let's go. That is why if they start using condom, I have condom, I give out condom. And that of you saying, somebody came to me some time ago, the sister is sick, HIV, we tried, at the end, it has already moved from HIV to AIDS. Remember, without HIV, there will be no AIDS. It is HIV. When you have HIV, you pretend as if you don't know that things are wrong. It starts manifesting. It will not go away. No water. I beg church. Give them water. Instead of telling them, you have HIV, go away, HIV, go away. No, let them use that water to take the drugs. I'm begging everybody, whole world, let them use the water to take the drugs. But for some time I've been hearing that the drugs they are taking can now be PU. I think it's what is that? There's something they call you undetected I don't rely on that. Once you are positive, start taking your drug. But they say if you take your drug well and for a long period, you will be okay. Maybe the HIV virus are being weakened down. But before you can do it with some people, my blood and your blood may not be the same. It's just like some women now, before you know it, before man look at them 2 eyes, they are already pregnant. Whereas you see some men, they do it, they will not be. So that is how I believe that this virus, you may be having it because you have been taking drugs and it has been able to suppress. Since it has suppressed it down, since you cannot detect it again, because actually some people go to hospital, they will tell them, we cannot trace the virus again. Then which means that person is free.
Wow.
I think the person should still try to take the precautionary measure, if possible, condomize.
Okay, Mr. Dagbonyi, do you agree with that, saying that some persons, after having this virus and they stick to the drugs and they eat well, with time they no longer have the virus? Do you agree, or do you have any story of that? Any persons that have such issue?
Well, for now, HIV has no cure, but you can always manage it. So when you take your drugs, you eat good food, it will suppress. That is the stage we are in until we are going to get cure.
Okay, Madam Ireka, I will always talk to you, and because Adagbonyi is careful with his words. How do you get your funding? Because I see the passion. You are working. You are not in the government office. You are just. How do you get your funding in doing this? People coming to meet you, like some persons who are not so free with government, they can come to you and meet you. How do you get the support and how do you get to help them?
For the testing kits, SACA always call me because they know I've been on board with them since 2011-12. So they give me the kits for testing. So when you test and they are positive, you ask them to go for confirmation. Even the other 2 years ago, our coordinator, season coordinator, with the support of SACA, with the support of one big NGO, mother NGO, I don't want to call the name because they bring us together. They training and retraining as regards this HIV testing. So for the funding, who is funding Ireka? It's my board of trustees. They support because having staff doing this, going here and there, like I said before, we work under the instruction of SACA and CISA. They can just call me now, Ireka, have you been able to visit the whole area? Like I have a stand, pick a site. It was initiated by a one-time coordinator of SACA, CISA, maybe Dr. Bright. So my site is a hub. Hub, very close to former ICE.
Yes.
That is where sometimes I just go there, we mat our umbrella there and we put it there, call for the test, do it, and if it's positive, go to specialist, UBTH, Stella Basajo, go for confirmation. Otherwise, at times when we are not even in our site, we are in our office. People do come to my office, very close to Olia Market, number 64. They do it, they say, Mama, we come to know our status. Once you do it, you are positive, positive. Don't go anywhere to look for others help. Just go straight to the specialist.
Don't take herbs, don't take agbo doesn't have cure.
Somebody tried it. A lady tried it. This lady came to me before. He said she has got agbo, she has got this for HIV, for this. He will just cure it. I say, I have not been able to reach that level, madam. Please, I don't try to see the doctors. If the doctors can confirm it with you with the support of NAFDAC, I don't have issue. I will always refer them, go to specialists. But some people tried it. They say, Mama, we nearly die. Oh. It doesn't, because if you take to anything outside what the government says, what the doctor says, yes, you are defaulting. Okay. And once you are defaulting, you are on your own.
Okay. Sir, before I let you go, how do you get to villages? Because sometimes those of us in town, they get the information, but we have people in the rural areas. How often do you go with the sensitization in those areas?
Yes, we also have LACA at the various local government LGA in the state. So LACA too, we also work in collaboration with implementing partners and other support groups to carry out this sensitization exercise to ensure that it gets to the grassroots. Even they will work with faith-based organization, community-based organization to ensure that people get the necessary awareness about HIV/AIDS.
Okay. All right, Madam Ireka, before you go, what do you have to tell the people?
Like I always say, always know your HIV status. Know your HIV status and you test negative today. It's not a vaccine. Do it twice a year. Do it twice a year. And don't wait. It is when you collapse. That is the rise of stigma. That is the rise of discrimination. If you collapse, maybe I'll be having malaria, I don't eat, you don't, and your status, your family will rush and take you to hospital. Now malaria, they will take you to the hospital. But wait, before hospital will admit you, what's wrong with you? They will say it's malaria. They will write it down. Once they admit you, they will ask for tests. If your family hear that you are positive from other person's mouth, that is where the issue will start. Not talk say that me tell you, we carry and go hospital, they say they positive. The friend will tell the other one. The wife will now second. But if you know, you just voluntarily, you do it voluntarily, nobody will hear. Take your drug. And there are issues that makes people not to go out like that. A woman marry, some men will marry now. They are positive. They have been taking drugs. They will not tell their wife they are positive. And that time, these are the issues. So be strong. Pick up, even if you are a housewife, know your status. It's the right thing to do.
Mr. Adagboyin, once again, tell them about that National HIV Testing Day coming up on the 27th of this month.
Okay, now the activity.
Yes, please.
Okay, the activity will start from on the 25th of June, which is a Friday. There will be sensitization along Lucky Way Mosque, Lagos Street Mosque, and Zone 5 Mosque. And we also station our team of testers. So we will carry out the testing and counseling. Then on Saturday, 26th, mobile ATS across 10 locations in the state. We also carry out sensitization. The grand finale will come up on Sunday at Faith, at Church of God Mission Faith Arena, and Central Baptist Church at Ring Road. Okay. So our team of testers will also be there, and we also carry out a sensitization exercise. And I want to also use this opportunity once again to tell our people to come out en masse and use this opportunity to get tested so they can know their status. It is only when you know your status that you can get the necessary care and support. That HIV is no longer a death sentence. You can live as you want to live if you continue with your drugs. And the drugs out there are free of charge. Outside this HIV testing, National HIV Testing Day, you can also visit any of the primary health care centers, general hospitals, central hospitals, UBTH. Go there, you will be tested free of charge with free drugs.
All right, thank you so much. We've been looking at the National HIV Testing Day, which comes up on the 27th of this month. And the theme for this year is My Text, My Way. So everybody should go out to know their status. Once again, from what they said, HIV is not a death sentence. And the earlier you know, the better for you. And the drugs are free. And government have put modalities in place to ensure that people are not stigmatized. Once again, we thank you, Madam Rosalie Otiase Ireka, which is an initiative for health and Community Development. Madam Ireka, thank you so much for the good work you are doing.
Thank you.
God bless you. We appreciate you. And the Prevention Officer, Edo State Agency for the Control of AIDS, Edo Saka, Ikponwusa Adagbonyi. Once again, thank you. All right, that's our show this morning. Thank you for staying with us. I'm Josephine Eimihe. Do have a blessed and a productive day ahead. Good morning.
EBS TV, Television Reloaded.